Okay, so I'm going to teach you about the truth table for the conditional. So in logic, we use lowercase letters and logical operators, they're called, to translate English sentences into, like, logic statements, I guess it's called. So, and then truth tables are used to figure out the truth value of a statement. For example, the statement we're going to use is, if it is sunny, I will wear my sunglasses. And so the truth table sets up all the possible combinations of true and false that there could be for those two. Like, if it is sunny is one premise, and then I will wear my sunglasses is another premise of the whole, like, argument. So it is sunny will be P, and I will wear my sunglasses is Q. So then for the truth table, like I said, it's every combination of true and false that there could be for these two statements. So it could be true and true, it could be true and false, it could be false and true, or it could be false and false, right? That's all the combinations. So, and then each, like, row is a different case for the argument.
Tic-tac-toe.
And then this is the column for the truth value of the entire statement. So it's basically saying, like, if the first part is true and the second part is true, then is the whole statement true or false? So that's what you decide in the final column. And so the conditional statement is saying that if P is true, then Q will immediately follow. So the first row follows that. It's P implies Q. So if P is true and Q is true, then obviously the whole statement would be true. And then in the second row, if you say that P implies Q, P is true, but Q is false. So the statement is false because Q didn't immediately follow P. So it would be saying, like, it was sunny, but I didn't wear my sunglasses. So that would be making my whole statement false because I went against what I said I would do. And then the last two rows are a little bit harder to justify. The third row, the first one is false and Q is true. But if P is false and Q is true, then it's saying that it's not sunny, but I wore my sunglasses anyway.
Right.
But that doesn't make the whole statement false because it doesn't invalidate the original statement. You might just like wearing sunglasses. It doesn't, like, mean that if it was sunny, you wouldn't wear them. So that statement could still be true.
Okay.
And then for row 4, P is false and Q is false. So it's not sunny and I didn't wear my sunglasses. Again, that doesn't invalidate the original statement. If I wore my sunglasses, or if it was sunny, I wore my sunglasses. Therefore, if P is false and Q is false, P implies Q is still true. So this whole statement would still be true. People get confused with that because it's like, well, how could both of them be false and the whole thing is true? But so that's why. So basically, you can remember that, like, every case, the whole statement will be true unless the first thing, which it's called the antecedent, but you don't need to know that. Unless the first premise is false and the second one is true. That's the only time. Or no, unless the first one is true and the second one's false, then that's the only time the whole statement is false. Any questions? I know that was kind of a lot.
Yeah, and this little thing is supposed to help me? This visual?
It was, yes.
Oh, okay. It kind of does, but I was just thinking tic-tac-toe.
Did you get it at all?
Yeah, I do.
It's just explaining, like, the different, like, possibilities, like, all the...
Alright, so the question is, who cares?
people trying to decipher logical arguments.
Oh. So the odds are likely that there's truth
Yeah,
rather than false in most cases.
for a conditional. A conditional is when there's only two.
Oh, okay.
But if there was more than two, then there would be way more rows.
Oh.
of true and false,
Oh, all right. So it's like to analyze.
the truth validity and the truth value of
Oh.
a statement.
Okay.
You could do it with any statement.
Interesting. Okay.
And like now that we're learning more about it, I can do it with like complicated statements. Like I could analyze an argument and find out like its like truth value.
Interesting. Okay. So it has nothing to do with beliefs or anything like that.
No.
Okay. That's
based on
pretty
fact.
interesting.
Okay.
I wonder why I had this